Today I will be analyzing what goes into managing and maintaining a cattle show barn. First, discussing the barn layout. There are many factors to consider and the options are endless. What it comes down to is preference and whatever works best for your operation. I will review our barn layout, how it works for us. Starting off with the cow-calf pen, this is where heifers that are fixing to calve along with recently calved heifers will go. Next up is the cattle pens located inside the barn. As you can see, the pens are of nice size, allowing adequate room for cattle to move freely. With an open front and garage doors located on each end, allowing for proper airflow, having a barn that is open and that has good ventilation is considered a desirable layout and must maintain good health in cattle. Here's what you would call runs. Every morning the cattle come up from their runs for their morning feeding and the back gates are closed to shut them in so we can proceed with our daily routine. Every evening the back gates are open, allowing cattle to exit their pen and make their way down to fresh drinking water and a good clean round bell. Having runs at the end of each pen is a great way to keep cattle separated the way you intended and also allowing for much needed exercise of the cattle. This is our feed room, which is completely enclosed, keeping pests and other elements such as bad weather away from the feed. Here is the clipping room, which is enough size to fit one head of cattle in at a time, with lighting located at floor level as well as on the ceiling, because having a good amount of lighting is crucial when fine-tuning one for a show. Next is the walkout. There is enough room to fit two head at a time. My favorite room is the cool room. Depending on cattle size, anywhere from 10 to 20 head can fit in here. This is used primarily to help grow hair during the hot summer months. Next is the portable system. In conjunction with the fans in each pen, they both help maintain the barn temperature around 80 degrees, even on the hottest summer day. Our next center working is the fly spray system, which is a truly ingenious contraption. Hooked up to a 50-gallon drum filled with the fly spray mixture, a tube runs throughout the barn, connecting misters that outline the perimeter of the barn and approximately 6 misters located in each pen. Our next topic of discussion is proper nutrition. Knowing what you're feeding and how to feed cattle is vital. The right nutrition plan can make or break your show animal project. Water is the most important nutrient. Offering clean and adequate drinking water is crucial to maintain healthy cattle. There is a variety of feeds offered for show cattle. Picking one is truly a personal preference and needs to be done in regards as to which is best for your show string. Every barn needs to come equipped with a feed board. This helps keep track of who gets what. Offering free choice minerals and lick tubs is a great way to ensure cattle receive the proper nutrients that otherwise cannot be synthesized naturally. Some sort of roughage is a huge part of maintaining ruminant health. Offering hay on a daily basis is a must. The third topic of discussion is healthy cattle. Maintaining healthy cattle will equate to great show cattle. Keeping everything from vaccines and antibiotics to bloat remedies and scour boluses is critical in aiding sick cattle. Here we have our hoof trim table. It is a safe and effective way to trim hooves on show cattle and correct any structural problems or lameness they might experience. Next is our squeeze shoe, which can be used to safely deliver almost any type of service needed to be done to our cattle. Lastly, I will discuss the miscellaneous things that are often overlooked on operation but need to be addressed. Most of these items I'm going to talk about are a matter of preference or the location of your barn. The fence we have is what is considered a predator fence reinforced with cedar stays. We also have hot fence running the perimeter of each cattle run. This helps train cattle from rubbing against the fence, thus maintaining the integrity of the fence for years to come. Our water troughs are basic heavy-duty plastic stock tanks equipped with the stopper at the bottom of each trough. Some sort of heavy equipment is highly recommended. From unloading pallets of feed to moving hay bales, there is going to be some heavy lifting around the barn that will require heavy equipment. Being able to transport cattle is a must, and owning a trailer is definitely a requirement. Here we have a basic top hat stock trailer. Next is our 4-star stock trailer with a tack room in the nose of the trailer. This is our feed trailer. The low design allows for feed and totes to be easily loaded and unloaded. Lastly, we have our tack trailer. Another thing to consider, especially if there's not a lot of space in your barn, is some kind of extra storage unit. We have 2 seed containers that we use for excess storage. One is used for miscellaneous tack and the other is used primarily for square bales and excess feed that will not fit in the feed room. Even extra pens used to store larger items can be considered. Here's our hay pen where we keep our round bales. Lastly, this is our trash pit where manure and other trash items are dumped. Thank you for watching my video on managing a show cattle barn.